Gambia, one of the smallest countries on mainland Africa, is found on West Africa. Of course, the Gambia's environment has been polluted and degraded for far too long. It was not until the 1977 when the former president Sir Dawda Kairaba Jawara came up with the Banjul Declaration on the Gambia's flora and fauna. That did not withstand further deterioration in the Gambia's environment, but of recent there have been massive destructions on the park around Senegambia. This park is called the Monkey Park. The Monkey Park was established in 1951 when it was demarcated, and it was gazetted in 1952. It was not until 1982 the whole perimeter was fenced and the forest belt was created as a protection against windbreaks of fires from the outside forest areas. The forest has different lives, wildlife actually in this particular environment. But of recent, it is said that the former president of the Gambia, Yahya AJJ Jammeh, has directed some people to go and actually destroy the forest with the aim that he has in mind to build an Islamic conference environment in that particular site. It was not until when this president left, this activity of destroying the Monkey Park has been on since October 2016. The Ministry of Environment couldn't do anything about it. The Department of Forestry actually couldn't do anything about it, and thereby justifying that there have not been any meaningful environmental impact assessment done on this particular site before the destruction, thereby going against the laws of the land as indicated in the NEMA Act. Of recent, we went to visit this particular site, and we found out that even the new Minister of Tourism, Honorable Ahmad Bah, has also authorized some personalities to continue the deterioration and the destruction of this particular site with the aim of establishing a 5-star hotel on the natural park. The park has ecotourism benefits where tourists will come to this particular center, bird watchers will come to the particular center to ensure they enjoy their stay in the Gambia. This will affect significantly the tourism industry in the Gambia. It is worthy to say that this site has 51.3 hectares and about 3.5 hectares has already been destroyed, and the monkeys are left with no choice but to move out of the park. If this destruction has to continue, a lot more devastating impacts are going to be on the wildlife that live on this particular site. But on discussions with the people on the particular side, many have shown their dissatisfactions on the activities that are ongoing. According to the guy who works for Department of Forestry, he said he was shocked and surprised by the act, but he, as the manager of this particular site, couldn't do anything about it, but just to communicate to his boss who actually works for the same ministry. Equally, bird watchers and including tourists, convey their dissatisfaction to the actions going on the site. One indicating that he has been coming to the site for over 5 years now. But the recent actions on the site are so disappointing, and he found out nothing on the site interesting to watch again. Mr. Kemo Fati, who is an environmental activist, equally shared the same sentiments, saying what exactly is happening on this side is just not what is expected.
And as friends of the nature, and for the sake of these creatures as well, we are human beings living in our habitats comfortably. There's nothing coming to disturb us, and now we want to do the same thing on other animals that we are living side by side with. How unfair is that?
The environment should be respected, and of course the impacts of climate change that the Gambia, as one of the LDCs, the least developed countries, is very vulnerable to, cannot continue polluting its environment and cutting down the forest that it has. The forest cover has been cut down for a long time now, and even in the North Bank region, it is experienced that desertification is gradually coming up. And if in the Combos, the only available parks we have are also under threat by politicians and actors of the environment, thereby we are saying our environment is more polluted than ever, and protecting the environment should be every responsible citizen's concern. We are calling on everyone to ensure that we stop the pollution entirely, to ensure we stop cutting down the trees entirely, and to ensure that the forest is protected from further deterioration. The monkeys have a right to live. The monkeys are part of the ecosystem. We are all brought on earth to live. Why do we destroy the entire ecosystem of the monkeys, and they have no option and they are left with no choice than to join this society? If the monkeys extinct, then there are possibilities of human extinction in the long run. Human beings should be careful in terms of our actions towards the environment.
Overall, planet Earth is crying, and I can hear it yelling out. Planet Earth is dying, and I can hear it pleading, saying, save the nature, oh, oh, love the nature, oh, oh, protect the nature, oh, oh, preserve the nature, oh, oh, save the nature, oh, oh, love the nature, oh, oh, protect the nature.